Hello. I mean, it's dark in here, isn't it? What's going on? Why is it so dark? Hang on. I think I had to adjust something before, didn't I? Let's have a bit of an interlude while I just adjust what I think I needed to adjust before. Hang on. Wait a minute, that bit. There we go. We can stop that now. We can stop that now. Ugh, I'm flagging already today. I do apologise. So I hope everybody's had. Yes, I hope everybody's had a good Monday. And yes, I've got a bit of a story to tell you about what potentially could have happened last night, but didn't. But I'll just go through the comments first and see who is here and who is not here. I'll put this banner on in case anybody forgets what web address it is you need to go to. So we've got Matt here. Greetings, Matt. Hope you're doing okay. I'm here. Barry's here. He says, good afternoon from a turkey stuffed mid-Missouri. Hello, and I hope you've enjoyed your stuffed turkeys. Pingu says it's Pingu versus Panda. Fluffy Neck is here, and they say, yo, Fluffy Neck. I have not seen that name before. I wonder who that is. Trisha Alderman is here. She says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Trisha. Hope you're doing okay. Because you don't see any more is here, and he says, I had my yearly Thanksgiving viewing of Planes, Trains and Automobiles the other day. Good film, that. I must have only seen it 2 or 3 times there, so I've not seen it a hell of a lot, but yeah, maybe I need to change that. Another judge is here, and she says, A up, because obviously she's French, so she has to say French stuff. Mark's here, he says, good evening all, and Alpha 5, happy Thanksgiving. There you go. Dick Dastardly is here, and he says, good evening all. Evening all. Simone is here, the lovely Simone, and she pile drives into the chat with Albie. Albie to you as well, Simone. Hope you're all right. And Rob from Beards and Bangers is here, and he says, well, hello there. Hello, Rob. Barry says to Bad Books about seagulls and podcasts and stuff. Because you don't see any more, says to Rob, have you sold the 75 yet, Rob? Because he also says, ooh, mood lighting. And Rob has not yet sold Miranda. Pingu says, we need fire to see the chosen one. This is true, you do need fire. If we had a spare one, Greg, I'd be all over it. Miranda seems to be a very popular car. She does look very nice in those videos, Rob. You've done a very good job in presenting. I'm just going to make a word up there by sounds of it, but I'll carry on with it. In presentating her, you've presentated very well with that one. What else have we got? I've just looked at that yellow light down there. Now I can't see anything. Simone says, my stainless steel hose clamps arrived today. Hose clamps. Stainless steel hose clamps. Very nice. And Skick is here, and he says, good evening, Simon. Hello, Skick. Hope we've had a pleasant day and a pleasant weekend. Austin's here. Hi, Austin. Hope you're doing okay. And Rob says, happy Thanksgiving, Americans. Actually, he does it more like this. Happy Thanksgiving, Americans! Because he's kind of shouting it a little bit on there. And then people say hi to each other and stuff. Skick says, these 75s with the V8, how good is the engine? Now, that is a very good question, and one that I can't answer, but Rob from Beers and Bangers can, because he owns one. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to say. Cars You Don't See Anymore says your presenting is also on point, Simon. You're too kind. It definitely isn't. Pingo says, I'm thankful for Smashing Pistons. Me too. I'm thankful for Smashing Pistons. Simone says Connie's still at the body shop. Connie, if you people didn't know, is having a bit of sill work done. Yeah, sounds like Simone's got the right person on the job there, and they'll have it done in no time, I'm sure. Barry says the V8 is a Ford 4.6. It's one from a Mustang. I assume it's like vastly detuned though in the Rover. Mark says at the weekend I saw a different pre-facelift Rover R8, a Silverstone 5-door. It had a double rear spoiler, BBS style wheels, and decals on the grey door bottoms. Never seen one before. Nah, funny you should say that. I'm sure I've seen a double rear spoiler one, like the Cosworth rear spoiler. I'm sure I've seen that. I can't remember where though. I definitely didn't film it wherever it were. Almost bulletproof aside from the spark plugs, says Barry. Austin says, personally, I'm not a fan of the V8 used in the ZT and 75. I'm not surprised, to be honest, Austin. Rob straight in with the Rob straight in with the comment there. I might as well share that one. Rob says the ZT 260 is shite, to be honest. Well, I've never owned one. It's fun. It seems fun. They're an acquired. Let's just agree that they're an acquired taste. You've got to really want one to want one, I'd say. 2 Wheels, 4 Wheels is here. He says, even Smashy and everyone. Greetings. Hope you've had a valuable weekend and Monday. And Barry says the V8 was tuned up by Shelby and Rouge for their performance Mustangs. And Mark confirms, yeah, like a smaller Cosworth Welltail. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen that. And yeah, Barry, because you don't see anymore, yeah, they do sound good though. They do. They have got a really nice sound to them. And Liz's is hopefully next year. Hopefully next year I'll get to have a driving Liz's. When it's no longer wet weather and such like. Yeah, I'd quite like to have a driving Liz's V8 because that's supercharged, I believe. I think, Rob, you've seen it, haven't you? I don't know what I'm looking at with stuff like that. But yes, there is a very small select few people that have a little club for the V8s, isn't there? Pingu says, Streetwise V8 coming soon, crikey. Now, if that were a mid-engine Streetwise, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive V8, I could get on board with that. How could we do it? Forget the V8 bit. If we just had mid-engine, rear-wheel drive R3 platform, fuel tank in front. Yeah, it's got to be possible. It's got to be possible. So the quizzes tonight, we've got another Dick Dastardly quiz to do. And I've picked another couple. I don't know how long I'm going to survive for because I am feeling a bit rough. And this surely isn't going to help. Oh, yeah, but we'll get onto the quiz in a minute because I hadn't told you all what happened or didn't happen but could have happened last night. So, as you know, I'm a musician person, and in my little other room that I have a computer room and desk and stuff. I've got a little amplifier in a speaker cab under the desk, and I've got a guitar plugged in, and I can just turn the amp on and then twiddle about a bit on the guitar for a while, and then turn it off. Basically, so everything's set up so I don't have to start faffing about. But I've got a big crate full of effects pedals, and I connected a power supply up the other week, and had it there so I could just turn the effects on and off and do whatever I want to. But if the power supply's been plugged in for a while, no effects turned on, just sat there on its own. When I woke up this morning, I thought there's a weird smell in the house. It smells chemically, almost medically, but it was just very, very strange indeed. And then I went into that little room, and the smell was stronger. And what had happened is the power supply had decided to melt itself and break. I look at that; it's like proper melted. I don't know whether you can see it. Hang on, let me get that yellow light back on. There we go. Well, it's got a big hole in it and everything. What's that all about? It's like proper melted on that side, big hole in it. Oh, and it stinks. So yeah, that's a good job that just stopped working rather than setting on fire. So just there's a warning, and we're getting near Christmas and stuff. Don't leave power supplies plugged in. Even if you've got cheap lights and you turn the light bit off, but leave the power supply plugged in, turn the socket off if you can, or unplug it. Just don't risk it. You don't want to wake up toast. That'd be awful. So don't be a Simon. Unplug stuff that don't have a main switch. Right then, look, where did we get up to? Streetwise at 6R4. Now that would be amazing. Yeah, Pingo, exactly. Half R3, half MGF. There's got to be a way of doing it. I don't know what the track difference is between the MG F and the R3. There's definitely a way of doing it. There's definitely a way of doing it. But not for me. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Danger, high voltage. It's a mistake you would never want to make. I know Judge says, yeah, it makes me want to unplug everything everywhere now. Well, that might take you a while. Just stick to our house, really. Because you don't see anyone says, fire at Smashing Pistons, fire at the Taco Bell. Dick Dastley says, but were you tired of not having fire? That is true. And seeing as Dick's brought it up and Pingu brought it up earlier. Fire. But when you're tired of not having fire. Yeah, I uploaded some different ones, and I can't remember what they are. So, oh God, it does stink, that thing. Maybe we'll get more random adverts later. It's scared and an excellent warning to us all. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it didn't show any signs of getting warm before, but obviously it's under a desk, and yeah, I am literally just well, maybe it did catch fire a bit. Oh no, it'd have been that way around. But yeah, maybe it did catch fire a bit, and then it just put itself out. But yes, be careful, mate. Margaret with Jenny. Well, that's another video all in itself, isn't it? That one, Pingu. And Simone just always drops bombshells. I am making pizza. Right, Simone, we need more details. We can't just have I am making pizza, because we need to know what toppings you're putting on, if you're making the base from scratch, or whether you've bought a base and you're putting toppings on it. We need these details. These are details we need to know. If you'd have said beans on toast, not bothered. If you'd have said a roast dinner, not bothered. But if it's pizza, we need to know details. Yeah, fire, it's hot. It is hot, Pingu, you're right. Bad Book says, or Mark says, that fire advert scared off Lilia the cat. Hello. Oh, here he comes. You want to be on telly again? I'm not talking to myself. Jack's there. He's not wanting to talk to you today. You can stay over there then. My God, Jack, why do you have to sit on everything? Fool. ghost has opened the door. Is it a little fluffy ghost? Oh, here we go. Pizza update. Pepperoni frozen job, but just fried off some mince for a cottage pie tomorrow. Cottage pie. Now, you've told me a story about your cottage pies, Simone, so just be careful, all right? That's all I'm going to say. Just be careful. Rob says, have you seen the new Triumph electric coupe? Is that the thing that I was trying to show you at the show that we never found? Let me see if I can find it on screen again. Oh, it just keeps showing me. Oh, are you talking about something different, Rob? Because I can see an E-Classics Retro EV. And also an electric Daytona, which I'm not allowed to look at. It's called an Electric 6. Oh, it must be that then. That's just showing me a bike. But I'm not allowed to look at. Google's rubbish. Right, where did we get up to? Fish fingers for me tonight. Living the dream. Well, I would expect a penguin to have fish fingers, to be honest. Skik asks this question. Last year was all over the net on about 2-year MOT. Do you think that's a good idea? I'm not entirely certain, to be honest. For general public, can they be trusted to make sure that the car's roadworthy for 2 years? Because I seem to see that a lot of them have problems trying to keep them roadworthy for a year. I mean, it is part of the driving test, isn't it, to know how to check for things like, have your tyres got any grip on them and that sort of thing. And if your brakes are making a funny noise, you need to take it to a garage. But some of the stories I hear are alarming. So yeah, my personal opinion is probably not. Yeah, I saw that one. That's the one I thought you were on about, Mark. Yeah, that 25, weren't it? So it's like a celebration of 25 years of that design house that made that. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I can't remember what it was called. Was it called TR25? No. Bloody Nora. Somebody can remember what it was called. Oh, here it is. I've got a picture. I found a picture now. Let me share it. Do 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 do. Where is this one? There we go. That's it. How cool's that? And this bit pops out, so it's got 2 seats, not just one. But yeah, how cool a concept is that? And this is a picture of the back. And then, where's the picture at front gone? So you can see lights. Oh, it's got scissor doors on it. There's a picture front. There we go. Look, it says 2 and 5 in the headlights because it's a 25-year celebration of the design house that did it. How cool's that? Pretty sweet, right? Oh, I like it anyway. Oh, here he is. What? What's up? What's up, Chunkster? Ooh, Chuggy Chunkster. Yeah, come on. Out me way. Nobody wants to see your bum on TV. Oh. I'd rather have an STD than an electric car. Well, there's plenty of classic cars with STDs as well. Matt says evening. And then he asks how we all are. Well, Matt, I am very well, thank you. Now, Mark offers an opinion to Skick. He says, I think the 2-year MOT was supposed to be a money-saving idea, daft, and got shelved. Yep, fully agree. As you don't see anymore, says, I keep getting a whiff of my kitchen bin. Well, yeah, you can't go on there, can you? Come on. Come on now, stop being a knob. Oh, you're too heavy. Come on, why don't you sit on there? Thank you. Cats. Oh, he's sat over there now. Honestly, if he's not sitting on something, he's not happy. Right, where did we get up to? Simone says, my MOT is due next month. Even though I'm farming out the welding, I'm crapping myself, it could fail. But last year she passed with no advisories. No advisories is a good thing. Henny needs still. She got advisories on brake discs and drop links. So I'll get them done at some point. Where did we get to? People asking Simone if she's put TC through a Dewberry, what's it, an MOT? Thundercat. Matt says, I'm still kicking myself for not buying the black headlining in trim. Don't kick yourself, Matt. Just, as I say, just buy some headlining material and we'll do it. It's not hard. Someone posted a photo of their streetwise on our Facebook page last week, and I excitedly informed them that next year is the year of the streetwise. Much tumbleweed and shoot. Oh, Simone, Subaru STI. Very good. And Tommy Hanlon is here. Greetings, Tommy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, and Simone would love to get a crumpet of approval. Well, what we need to do, Simone, you need to be in the presence of Norman and Ernest at some point with one of your cars. Or a bike, to be honest. In fact, we still need to, when we next meet up, we need to do the official presentation of your engine jam as well, unless you do a video with it in before then. Because you don't see him, I said, my ZT had a noticeable clinking over potholes when it came back from MOT, and then it mysteriously disappeared. I'm worried. Maybe whatever were clinkings fell off then. Matt should not have a new headlining made, as one has already been made for him. Very cryptic. One has already been made for him. Okay, I don't understand that. Matt says, cold weather is incoming. Titanium implants make me as accurate as any weather person. Titanium, eh? Very posh. Right, so we've been nattering on for 25 minutes. Hello, Radiator. Let's get this first quiz on the go. So this is Sir Dick Dastardly's quiz, and it is basically pictures of insides of cars, or interiors of cars, should I say, and you've got to say which car it is. We said we were going to avoid team ones, didn't we? So we'll avoid team ones. Ooh. Don't eat your pizza, Simone, if it's got glass in it. Right, let's get these people joining in then. Juju says hot chocolate and oat chocolate biscuits in the company of Professor Sputnik while watching Smashing Pistons live equals best cheering up dose ever. Well, that's good. That's good. Dick says, I don't think it's easy, this quiz. I couldn't get them all correct when I tested it myself. Oh, and I missed 2 wheels, 4 wheels saying, hey, you, Butler. That's you, that is. You see that small boy over there? That small boy with a pencil kit. I can't remember any sketches, but I can just remember that's you, that is. Oh, I bought some other bits for Jenny. I bought some, well, I don't know whether they are black or just dark grey. I think they're more dark grey. Tweeter and door holder handle bits for the top. I thought I'll see what them doors look like with darker bits on them. Because I might do the pocket darker. Obviously, these are darker, and change the speaker grill to be darker as well. See it. I'll see how that looks. I might even go bonkers with the type of headlining and stuff, but I'm not entirely certain yet. I'm either going to go bonkers or slightly normal. Basically, the 3 options is sort of like a perforated, 4 options. Perforated grey leatherette, like a suede effect, spongy headlining. The same sort of blackish with grey fleck in it that Audi use, or something bonkers. Got 8 folks up to now. We'll give it until this thing here says we've been live for 30 minutes. Glassy pizza. Nobody wants a glassy pizza. So what do you mean, Rob, by Matt's already got a headlining made for him? What's that all about then? I'll put another advert on while we're waiting for people to join. Well, there's 9 people there. Let's put an advert on, see what happens. Which one? Let's go for this one. Generation Penny Whistle. The Penny Whistle for new generation. That was pretty much the same as the other one, isn't it? But less bonkers. I like glacier cherries. Okay. Austin is recovering. Austin is recovering a biscuit in blue on an exchange basis. That would be good. Okay, there you go. Very nice. Yes, I say that there's like a cool Japanesey pattern which I quite like. It's just I've got a bit of time before I need to pick. Also, I figured if I did a bonkers one, I could always put a normal one in later, or if I do a normal one, I can always change it to bonkers later. Well, look at that. We've got 10 people in there. Let's go for it. Let's start this quiz. Where am I? There we go. Let's start it. I'll turn music up as well. Bam! We're off. Identify car sold in the UK just from the driver's view. Game on, people. Question 1 of 22. Which 2000 Toyota is this? Is it the Ventus, Corolla, a Yaris, or a Camry? I don't have the foggiest. That gear stick. An Avensis. It is. An Avensis. Toyota Camrys are like the big ones, aren't they? Say his names. Headlining Bonk is winning. Piander is second. Also ran his third. Khan is fourth. And Inspector Blake is fifth. Question 2. Which 1990s VW is this? I'm trying to remember if Mike Golf did that. Oh, a Scirocco. Yeah, it looks kind of coupey-ish. You can buy that kind of tartan pattern seat covering and headlining as well, so that's another option. But that actually might be quite a good option. So it's different without being too bonkers. That's you, that is, winning. Headlining Bonk second. Piander third. Also ran fourth, and Khan is fifth with 0. So that means everybody else has got 0 underneath. Give me neck. Moving on to question 3. Which 2004 Volkswagen is this? That reminds me of... Yeah, I think I know which one it is. Watch me be completely wrong. No, yes, I was. I thought it was the Passat. This is very, very tricky. You're right. Question 4. Which 1981 Ford is this? Oh, that's got to be a Capri. Gotta be. It looks like it's seen better days, whatever it is. That's a Cortina. Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora! That's you. That is on a winning streak. Also ran second. Piander third. That's Noini's fourth. And headlining Bonkers slipped down to 5th. Moving on to question 5. Which 1987 BMW is this? Look at that crazy alarm. Steering wheel doesn't look out of shape. These humans has been taken on some fish out there. BMW 3 Series. I don't think I've ever seen inside of a 7. Gina. Moving on to question 6. Which 1990s MG is this? Oh, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy, that one. That's easiest peasy, easiest ability. Yeah, MG Metro. I would seriously have a Metro with a 1.8K series in it. I'd quite like that. I'd even go for a Rover 100 that's been swapped to a 1.8. Or I'd do it myself. It can't be that hard, he says. Which 2003 Ford is this? Good nut edition. It's going to be a Monday, for sure. It's got Monday. It's got footwell lights in it as well, unless they were strategically placed there. Very nice. Oh, change at the top. Got also ran first. That's you. That is second. Piander third. Vagina is fourth, and Inspector Blake is fifth. Blooming heck. Moving on to question 8. Which 1991 Vauxhall is this? I need to get this right. That's an Astra. I reckon that's an Astra. This bit, I remember. Astra. There's a lot of room there, isn't it? There's a lot of room there. It should be a Colin or something. It's not got a red counter. I think all Colin had red. Yay, I was right. Oh, change again. Also ran first. That's you. That is second. Piander third. That's annoying is fourth. And headlining Bonk has moved up to fifth. Moving on to question 9. Which 2005 Honda is this? See, looking at the interior quality, that's got to be the Accord. It is indeed an Accord. Oh, just a swap there. Moving on to question 10. Which 2014 Dacia or Dacia is it? I mean, to be fair, well, it's not bad a looking. Oh, it's a Logan. It's not that bad a looking dashboard. That I mean, it is quite basic, but it don't look too bad. I'm trying to think. I think the Duster that Julie's parents had got like a screen down here and stuff. Or it might have just replaced all that, like a touch screen and stuff. And it were all right. It were all right to look at, but it was quite cheap. But that was a Dacia or Dacia Logan. A Dacia carpet sweeper. Jack's staring at me. It's quite off-putting. Question 11. Which 1998 Rover is this? If everybody don't get this right, we're stubbled. Oh, I'm not going to get that right. You have to guess. Yeah, I'm gonna guess at 400. Oh, it's a 600. I'm going to put that in bin in a bit. It stinks, doesn't it? Moving on to question 12. Got you. Which 2002 Renault is this? Oh, that looks familiar. Where does it look familiar? Oh, I know it looks familiar. It looks familiar. I think it's the same as what my Kangoo looked like, which means it must be a Clio. Yeah. Got some big scores going on here. Also ran first, Piander second. That's you, that is third. And then we've got a massive jump down to headlining Bonk and Inspector Blakey. Question 13, Jack. Which 2001 Mercedes is this? Which one do you think? Even looking. Look at the screen there. What the heck is that? Pigeon. This one here. Not too late, it's E-Class. The Mercedes E-Class. Oh, so we've got Piander's now gone first, also ran second. That's you, that is his third. That's annoying, he's up to fourth, and headlining Bonk is down to fifth. That's you, that is has the highest answer streak of 3, so people are struggling a bit. Moving on to question 14. 14, Jack. You ready? You ready? Okay. Question 14. Which 1995 Rover is this? You'll have to get this one, Jack. What Rover's that? got to be a 4 and oh, is it a 2? The older 2 seasons. Yeah, it could be a 200 one, Jack. What do we reckon? It's got to be a 2. Yeah, 200. Well done, Jack. Thanks for answering. Oh, little change. So we've got Piander first, also ran second. That's you, that is his third. Headlining Bonk is fourth, and That's Annoying is fifth. Are you playing this time, Jack? Okay. Question 15. Which 2008 Vauxhall is this? Ooh. All right. Jack reckons it insignia. That tiny little screen there. What's that all about? Oh, we're an Astra. I rented one of them. Oh yeah, it did look like that. Look, what's that all about? This massive space for this tiny little screen here. Awful. Oh, no change. Moving on to question 16. Which 1985 Ford is this? Granada. Look, free. Blooming neck. No change. Question 17. Which 1985 Austin is this? Oh, I think I know. Yeah, Maestro. It's that digital dash with that speaky voice, weren't it? How exciting that dash looked with all its straight lines. Moving on to question 18. Which 1990s Citroen is this? It's got a cup in that bit thing. I don't know. BX. Nice. Moving on to question 19. You ready for this one? Which 2012 Volvo is it, Jack? It's got that floating centre console in it. I did the all up. And the weird handbrake kind of looked like it in midair. An S40. There you go. You okay there? Okay. Question 20. Go on. Kind of small. And awful. I'm saying Punto. Small and awful, it must be a Punto. Remember that were advert, weren't it? Moving on to question 21. 2 more questions. So penultimate. Which 2000th Ford is this? Oh, it's a chunky one. A rev. I'm going to say Escort. And it was an Escort. I'm sure that's the same model as my friend had. With little coin slots and stuff. Beautiful, just beautiful. So, one question left. Yep, they can swap places. And that's it. Everybody else, I think, is pretty much tied into where they are, but top two can change. Which 1972 Austin is this? Oh, what's happened? It's on the wrong side. I'm the same man. Oh, gosh. I guessed it right. So then, the results. Number 3. That's you, that is. In second, we've got Pianda. Oh, in first place. Also ran. Very good. What did everybody reckon to that one? Did that one suitably test your car muscles? Car muscles. Oh, we've got loads of comments there. Yes. I thought that was good. Thank you very much there, Dick Dastardly, for that quiz. They are good quizzes, even if they're hard. They are good ones. It's tricky to come up with. Well, I find it tricky to come up with subjects and stuff, but you keep pulling them out of the bag. So thank you very much, Dick Dastardly. Let's have a look what we've got in the comment sections. Puddle in rear foot well may mean I have no hope. What's happened? Two wheels, 4 wheels says bloody hell, I'm out. Barry says, who came up with this crap? Cars you don't see anymore said, pretty sure that wasn't an E30 interior. Matt says insignia make a buzz, not a hum. Is that from the deodorant advert? Udja says I'm behind vagina. Not sure how to take that. Pingu says me like the photos appeared quickly on my phone for once. Well, that's good. We always like it when photos appear quickly. And now a word from our sponsors.
Asda Everyday Tissues. Every day.
There we go. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Thank you very much. It was a good one. Udjud says, I didn't even fluke more than twice, but a very good quiz. Well, I mean, you don't like cars, and quite frankly, Udjud, I'm not sure why you even put your face on. Yeah, Trisha won, yay! Yeah, this is a very good quiz. Stuff like that tests your mind. Obviously, not everybody's going to have the same subject matter, which is why I've picked another couple of quizzes. But I'm only going to do one. So let's have a look. Let's have a look which ones it is. I need to go to the right place first. So we've got cars from films or robots. So questions about robots. I shall let you guys decide which one. Did anyone see the Doctor Who special? I've never been so pissed off with a TV show in my life. Was that the one with Susie Kemper in it, where she's playing some sort of assassin? She's really good. Matt says, I made a quiz about my favourite topic, but I ran out of questions after one. What chocolate bar contains hazelnuts and nougat wrapped in milk chocolate? Oh, dear. Right, so we've got Cars You Don't See Anymore says cars from films. Pingu says bounty to Matt. Barry says cars from films. Udjudge says robots. Mark says, I only know one robot, that's Metal Mickey. Trisha says she's got no chance with either of them. I think. Barry says, no, it was the latest one with David Tennant. It was literally we hate all straight white men. It made me want to puke. We were watching. We kind of watch as a bit of chewing gum for the eyes, Catfish. But we've watched them all, the American ones now, and they're just the same thing. It's just funny how ridiculous people get. But there's a UK one which is even more ridiculous because it's so cheap and naff and daft, and it's just the most. It's like it just comes across as being almost like a spoof comedy, like a mockumentary thing. So yeah, if you ever think I hate my life, I need to make it worse, watch the UK version of Catfish, and to be honest, it's quite funny, but completely unintentionally funny. And they're just the most pathetic. I'll change that. The most seemingly fragile people go on there that are very concerned about the very least of things. Marvin, cars you don't see anymore. It was called Marvin, the paranoid android. Fingers put a tractor. Oh, tractors. Right then, I'm going to take an executive decision, and I'll pick one, and we'll start it, and then you'll see what it is when you've started it. So it will either be one you want or one that you didn't want. I have to share screen. That'd be the best idea, wouldn't it? There goes, fellas and lasses. Matt says, felt under the driver's seat in hope, and there's a rather wet bit in the rear footwell. I'm hoping it's what's been getting in through the leaky seal. Which seal is it that's been leaking then, Matt? You should have pointed this out on Sunday. Oh, yeah, so on Sunday, was it Sunday? No, it wasn't Sunday. It was Saturday. On Saturday, myself, Matthew, and Adam met up at Langsett Reservoir. Rear door seal. We met up at Langsett Reservoir to get Adam to do some filming with his drone. So it took ages, didn't it, Matt? It's like, I think unless you've got an idea of what you want and you like fire through each sort of scene quickly, yeah, you can get wound up in stuff. So yeah, we did a bit of drone footage on top of Langsett, and then there was a bit of a hairpin later on that we got a few runs past. But yeah, it's kind of we've seen little bits, and it looks really good. But Adam's also got like an Insta360, which we didn't use, but he's got one of the big long poles that you can stick on back of your car, and that'll be quite a good camera angle. But yeah, it was much funnios. And then we found that cafe close to where I normally that place I go with power turbine windmill things, and there's a cafe near there, and it's really good. Penn says, thanking you, Senor Dickiestastius. My cranium has been thoroughly bonked. We'll wait till it gets to, well, we've only got 8 people. So if anybody else joins, if it gets to 10, I'll start it. If not, I'll start it when it gets to 56 minutes or something. That is a good thing there, Matt. Yes. So anything any oily type thing, like I think WD-40 does it as well, kind of swells oil because the the rubber absorbs it. Which is why you have red grease for brake calipers and stuff. Matt says it's crazy how long you can just spend filming. Hopefully some good footage was gathered. I'm sure there was. It'd be, yeah, but it's good to have that practice and stuff and know what sort of limitations well, not necessarily limitations, what sort of obstacles you get, like the crosswinds and like if you drive at a certain speed it can keep up, otherwise you might have to do like swooping in shots for artistic measure or swooping sideways shots and stuff. There's plenty of stuff. Trying to think how else. It's tricky on that kind of road because there's not that many places where you can stop and talk about what you're going to do. So it'll be like, I think a lot of it, if we do it again, it'll be a case of we meet up at top of Langsett and Adam films us driving off, and then we pull over somewhere and he drives past us and pulls in, then radios us or sends us a text when he's ready, and then we carry on driving until we've gone past him, and then we stop, and then he comes back around. So we're kind of like leapfrogging towards a destination. Now we've got some practice, and I'm talking away, I'm missing things. Let me have a quick look on there. Yeah, I've been trying to sort of see like using WD-40, blah, 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 blah. Right. Sure, I will start the quiz, and it is, where is it? It is, I've not turned music up, darn it. Robots, real and real. I don't know what it's going to be like. I just saw it's got robots on it. So hopefully it will be enjoyable. Terminators are created by what deep learning AI? It is Skynet. Ultron's from Marvel, isn't it? And that's what Tony Stark's AI house operating system turns into. HAL 9000's from, is that from 2001 Space Odyssey? And Facebook is just trash. Right then. So, in first place, we've got Metal Mickey. In second place, we've got Khan. In third place, we've got I Like Big Bats. In fourth place, we've got Roger My Arse. And in fifth place, we've got Fred Lechede. Fred Lechede. That is a good topic. If people don't know, Fred Lechede is Mustard and Boaty Do Cars' new company car, I assume you'd call it on there. And it's a Rover 75 Tourer. Now, I'm not saying that the 2023 year of the Tourer came into it at all, but it is funny how Mustard has bought 2 Tourers this year, thus proving twice over that 2023 is the year of the Tourer. So there we go. He's a nice colour, Fred the Shed. Question 2. Oh, crikey. Lil McQueelia is a virtual robot influencer who started on and has amassed over 3 million followers on what platform?
Hey, 2020 ended up being a super busy year. After traveling to Brazil to see my girl Pablo Vittar, and then to Paris for Fashion Week, I went through a public breakup with Angel Boy, and then dropped 4...
Oh my god, the world's gone mad. Jeebus, I've never heard of that, and that's crazy. That is crazy. And I would have guessed TikTok as well. Irad 2 is top, Metal Mickey second, Khan third, I Like Big Bats is fourth, and Roger Myers is fifth. I can't believe that. Well, I mean, I can, to be honest, because at some point you're not going to be able to tell the difference between AI and normal people. As people get crazier, and AI gets less crazy. Question 3. Whatever that says, was the first oh, for God's sakes. Oh, it's that. The first movie robot depicted in this film, 1924. I know what film it is. I think we should have just said what film is this robot. Metropolis. It's a very good film, that. Very good indeed. Moving on to question 4. How many of these robots does Amazon employ in their warehouse as of June 2021? That's going to be a lot, isn't it? Because you like pretty much do everything. More than 350,000. Wow, Amazon's a big thing, isn't it? So we've got Metal Mickey first, Roger Maillard second, Fred Lachedy third, Khan is fourth, and I Like Big Bats is fifth. Moving on to question 5. Data the Android is part of which TV franchise? There he is. I mean, we've kind of spoilt it there, haven't we? Yeah, Next Generation. It was actually in Picard as well, which is one of those programs where it seems that die-hard Trekkies think were terrible, and people that just like sci-fi think were really good. And I think Picard was a really good series. And I'm sure, Judge, have we not seen the whole of the second series yet? Have we not even started watching it? Or have we forgot about it? If so, why are we not watching it? Oh, it's a different order. Moving on to question. Do you mind not licking your own leg, Jack? I mean, I don't want you to lick anybody else's. Okay. Moving on to question 6. In Transformers, Optimus Prime becomes what vehicle? Is a truck. Do they not call the front part of a truck the tractor unit? So that's a confusing answer. So we've got Metal Mickey, Khan, I Like Big Bats, Roger Maillard, and Fred Lachedy. It's 5th. Question 7. The Daleks of Doctor Who are known for what catchphrase? Everybody were quick with that one. So let's have a look on this. Exterminate obviously does not compute. Yeah, I can't picture what any of them ones are from. No change because everybody got it right. Moving on to question 8. This robot fruit picker was developed by Tevel, a company based in. Oh, wow, they're like drones. Israel. That is pretty cool. Oh, I can't skip through it. Never mind. That is pretty cool, though, isn't it? Little flying robots to pick through. I mean, it's got to be worth them doing it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have built them, would it? But I would have thought France as well. A bit of a change. So we've got Metal Mickey first, Fred Lachedy second, Roger Maillard third, Khan is fourth, and I Like Big Bats. Ugh, is 5th. Moving on to question number 9. Which of these is not a sensor used for navigation by self-driving cars? Solar. I don't know what LiDAR is. Or is it like light detecting something or other? Moving on to question 10. The RoboCop films were famously set in which American city? One of the best films ever. Second one being best. Exactly, Detroit. Is the RoboCop car, is that the same car as what Furious Matt's got? And if so, why would he not do it up like RoboCop cars, like the police cars from RoboCop? When five robot lines combine, they become super robot. There's 5 great Megazord. Definitely Voltron. They did a remake of it, and it was the guy from Flight of the Conchords in that played Murray. Can't remember what his name were now. He did the voice for it. Moving on to question 12. Microsoft's voice assistant, Cortana, was named after the AI from which video game? Oh, I'm going to guess Halo. Yeah, that makes sense because Microsoft made Halo and Xbox and stuff, didn't they? Ooh, bit of a change. So we've got Metal Mickey still first. Khan is second. Roger Myos is third. I Like Big Bats is fourth, and Fred Lached is fifth, or Fred Lachede. Question 13. This life-size attraction in Japan comes from what franchise? Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, I'm sure there were another one. Is it Patrol Labor or something? Where it's like robots that do like buildings and stuff. And I'm sure there were a building like either a building or like a car park or something where they'd put one of them, like built one of those onto the side of it. That was kind of cool. Come on, computer. Oh, just a little change at the bottom. All these people are really close, but it's Mental Mickey. I kept saying metal. Mental Mickey keeps winning. He's a bit in front. Question 14. The parkouring robot from Boston Dynamics is named after which character from Greek mythology? Now, I don't know, but this robot's amazing. Atlas. Oh, yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Bit of a change there. It's hard. This is an interesting subject, robots, because there's lots of robots sort of research going on, but it's not until this like either something that looks really cool or something that looks like something from a sci-fi film that it actually gets any coverage and stuff. Like all the AIs didn't really get any coverage until they started putting them in bodies that look like people. And then they were like, oh, look, it's weird. It's like, yeah, it was weird before. It's just now that they're in like a rubbery skin. Rubbery skin. Sharon again. In Battlestar Galactica, what are the artificial humanoids called? And the answer isn't ladies, by the way. Cylons. There was the original Battlestar Galactica program, weren't there, where the guy that plays Face in A-Team was in it, and that's why at the beginning of A-Team there's that Cylon that walks past him. Moving on to question 16. The Asimov robot was developed in 2000 by what company? I mean, it's a good job I didn't just talk about this because I was just about to mention Asimov, who is my favouriteest robot ever. Honda is the Asimov robot thing. I don't think they've done anything with Asimov for a while there. I think Toyota are the next ones that have picked up the robot development race. Oh, Khan has a streak of 3 correct answers in a row. Moving on to question 17. Baymax of Disney's Big Hero 6 was built for what purpose? Oh man, I think I know. I can't remember. I've only seen the film once. That was what I was going to say first, and then I thought, no, actually, it must be military. So Mental Mickey first, Khan second, Roger Myers third. I like Big Bats and I Cannot Lie is fourth, and I Ran 2 is fifth. Moving on to question 18. So 3 questions from the end. What type of droid is R2-D2? Okay. Astromech. I think that means that he like fixes stuff on spaceships. Maybe. C-3PO is the protocol droid. The training droids, I think the things that they show you, them ball ones that float around firing lasers and you've got to defend yourself. Medical droids, are they like I suppose they're the ones that are sort of seen to Padme, aren't they, when she's giving birth and stuff. So we've got Khan is first, Mental Mickey is second, Roger My Arse is third. I Like Big Bats and I Cannot Lie. Jack, are you listening? He's not listening. Look. It's there. Be no seat paper. And Rover Dozer is fifth, moved into the top 5. Penultimate question coming up. This 2020 Mars exploration robot is called what? Perseverance rover, Resilience rover, Audacity rover. Perseverance. There is a Discovery, I think. Is Perseverance the one that's got the helicopter debris? Or was that the one we sent up afterwards? It's really cool anyway, whichever ones they are. That looks like, I don't know what they're trying to say about Mars there, but that looks like a formed piece or whatever. A little bit of a change there. Khan is still first. Mental Mickey second. I Like Big Bats and I Cannot Lie is third. I Ran 2 is fourth, and Roger My Arse is now fifth. And we're moving on to the last question. So either of these guys could win it, and any of these guys could be third. Sophia the robot was granted citizenship by which country in 2017?
I feel as if I know you.
I'm one of your creators.
You created me.
Well, many of us work together to create you. And yes, you do kind of know me.
I can't.
Weird. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, which is odd. Don't know what to say about that and human rights and stuff. I would have guessed Singapore, but yeah, now I've seen the answer. That kind of rings true. So let's have a look at the podium. In third place, we've got I Like Big Bats, cool glasses. We've got Mental Mickey at second, which means in first place, we played everybody. Again, another. I like quiz. I don't know much about robots myself, other than the scare they used to get angry. But yeah, that were good, that one. Let's see what comments we've got there then. I thought the pizza was okay. There was glass. Oh, Simone, don't eat anything that's been here brokey glass. Blooming heck. Now you've got to have another pizza. 2 Wheels, 4 Wheels says Metro. Ujij says we've watched it. Oh, we've watched season 2. Okay. Stephen S. Paul is here and he says, hello, England. Hello, Stephen S. Paul. Ah, Robocop's car is a Ford Taurus. Okay. Facebook user says there's a lack of waffle butty questions. Maybe we should have a quiz all about waffle butties. Maybe that is the way forward. Medical Droid is the blue one. Okie dokie. I'm fluffing it at the last minute. A bitter piece of glass, bloody hurt. Well, stop eating glass. You need, if you're going to be eating glass, you need to get yourself in Guinness Book of Records. Matt says, decided since the oven was on to cook spicy wings, I might as well bake some sausage rolls. I am now self-identifying as a genius because I'm peckish and I have almost warm sausage rolls. Very good. Ujudge liked that quiz. He said, very fun quiz. Matt says, another uneventful comment from me. Discovery rover. Wasn't that a Land Rover, says Dick Dastardly. Mark says, great quiz, learnt a bit about robots. Yeah, me too. And countries and their bonkers rules. Ujudge says, wasn't there even 3 seasons of Picard and we watched it up? To be honest, I can't even remember. I can't remember. Oh, the last one we watched was the one with the bar and that friend of his that ran that bar. And then there was his son that went a bit loopy, weren't they? But I can't remember whether they were that 2 or 3. Yeah, I do remember what we watched it now. Ujji says, I can eat glass A, but not glass. Cause you don't see anymore says, walking on broken glass, just like what's the face from the Eurythmics. Oh, good question from Skick there. What do you get more enjoyment from, cars or bikes? It's a good question, Skick. I think it's both the same. Like the actual activity of going out and riding a motorbike is more satisfying because it's more in depth. You're more part of the bike, so you get more out of it. It's more of a visceral experience, should I say. The sound's nicer, yeah, but the actual enjoyment from bikes is more. But I do enjoy cars as well because you've got more options with them, and if it's blowing a gale or peeing it down or cold, then being in a car is not too much of a hassle, not too much of a difference. What about you, Skick, or anybody else, cars or bikes? Barry says there's 3 seasons of Picard, I don't know the third one is any good. Picard season 3 it has. Oh, and glass A is pronounced glass apparently from Uju. Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Barry said the first season is dark, nasty, violent, and grim, and the second is a big moan about foreign policy snore. Also, they completely ruined Q. Simone says I get more of a rush from biking. Yeah, kind of what I was saying on this. It's more of an experience to go out motorbiking. Barry says we have a Harley, but given the choice, I'd take the TA every time. Cause you don't see him, says start again. Patrick Stewart was born in my hometown of Murfield, and we bang on about it all the time because bugger else has ever happened there. Is that near Doncaster? Oh, Judge. Judge says, I prefer cars because I can have a kip while you drive. That is true, and you better not be doing that later. Honestly, despicable. Despicable. Let me get rid of that banner. We don't need it anymore. Barry says, Brian Blessed is from Mytholmroyd. That sounds like somewhere near us. Between Huddersfield and Wakefield. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see that. Because they're self-stabilised. Exactly. And you don't want to be unstabilised. Mark says, many years ago, I was washing a glass house roof and fell 5 meters. Amazingly, no injuries, but nearly shot myself. Eek. Skick. Where are we? Bikes to me are a sport, adrenaline rush. Cars are an interest and a passion. That's a good way of putting it, actually, Skick. That is a good way of putting it. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It is a good way of separating the two, but there is a certain bleed over. Like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. That. And Simone asks, Judge if she ever rides pillion. I mean, I can tell you she doesn't. Not yet, anyway. Because you don't see anymore, says, and nothing else ever happened in Mytholmroyd either. I prefer. Pingu says, I prefer jets because they go whoosh. I used to like sleeping in my truck. Unfortunately, after using narcolepsy as an excuse, my license was revoked. Udgy says, what is a pillion? Pillion is on the back seat of the bike. So the passenger on a bike, basically. Oh, I'm just going to have some water. I was glad to see that Rob went out to that show at Gaydon over the weekend. I kind of expected everything to have quietened off now. I didn't realise there were other bits and pieces going on. So, yeah, I mean, I think the next one that we've got sort of lined up as a community thing. I don't know how much of the community, and it's like meeting at Longbridge, isn't it? Is it Longbridge? Yeah, Longbridge, to do a bit of a photo there. And that's at the beginning of January. But I don't know numbers. I don't know what it involves. I don't even know where you can park near there or anything. And I'm thinking of doing a Smashing Pistons meet and basically doing the route from Langsett Reservoir all the way through Pat Strine's pub or to the Strine's pub. I'm sure it's still open. Even though it's got scaffolding outside, and have something to eat and a drink, and then maybe mosey on down to Derwent, or maybe we could do it the other way. Maybe we meet at Derwent, and then again that's an awkward place to park. Maybe we meet near Derwent somewhere, and then come up through Strines and stuff on there. I'm trying to think which way is best way of going. There's a few options. Did you hear about the CBT possibly changing, says Simone? I didn't know. And then Judge asks Simone, how will it change? Matt said, yeah, photo op and a local pub for lunch, hopefully on the 7th of January. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Skick says, great day for me is riding through Woodall Spa on an old classic bike. The RD250 does it for me. Yeah, that's like older, slower bikes for a kind of nice little jaunt out. So I keep saying that at some point I want to get like a second bike and have something low cc, either a single or a twin. Without fairing on it, fairly standard stuff. Things that I can modify if I want to. Matt says the Rover Unsung Midlands Group and 2024 Year of the Streetwise, they're the people that are meeting up there. Udge says she wishes they'd change driving test. I think the driving test should be assessment based rather than just one exam. It should be coursework and assessments all the way through, and then you get used to it. Like, I don't know how they'd do it, but there must be some way of doing it. Something that makes it easier. Oh, Pingu says the driving test has been changed a lot recently. Trey easy to pass. Well, there you go. Maybe it's changed for the better for you, Udge. Well, there we go. What have we got? We've done an hour and a half, which I think is plenty enough for me to be in the presence of that stinky power supply that I'm going to go and put in bin. Oh, Simone says changing the rules. Here we go. On how long you take the test and limiting the time, stopping people continuing year on year of just riding with L plates. You'll have to pass the test proper. That kind of makes sense, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, when it doesn't make sense is when I did my CBT the second time, there were an old couple that just used scooters for going to work and back on, and they didn't want anything more than a 125, so they just used to do the CBT every couple of years on their own bikes, and obviously they're just as safe then as they were the first time they did them. They don't need to know how to ride a big motorbike because they're never going to do it. So I suppose there's arguments for and against it on everything on there. I'm trying to think what sort of behavior they're trying to stop from, because if people are just doing the CBT every 2 years, then they're only riding up to 125s anyway. And from memory, riding a 125 is just like a bicycle, but you don't have to pedal basically. Oh, Pingu says no reversing around corner, no 3-point turns, etc. Yeah. Hello. Hello? What? Really? Amazing. Yeah, it's just the whole stress thing, I think, of it being like you've got an examiner there watching everything you do. It should be more progressive for people. Skate says a Honda 404 is my next bike, a yellow one. My dad had a red one, but yeah, the yellow ones with the black pinstriping bits around them. I think it was black or it bronze. Can't remember. But yeah, the yellow ones are nice. I'd have a Honda Matic, but they seem rare now and the value has increased quite a bit. I can't even remember what Honda Matic looks like, but Kevin, my garagey friend, had how do you describe it? It's basically a scooter that you can wheel your wheelchair onto. So like a 3-wheel, basically like a trike, but like a scooter with 2 wheels at either side, not like a scooter with a sidecar thing. So you wheeled your wheelchair up to the front of it, locked it on, and then you used just the hand controls to move your motor scooter around. That was quite cool. And I'd been sat around doing nothing for ages, and I think he got like 500 quid for it or something bonkers. Someone said I'm hoping to bolt some bits on Pinky tomorrow. Get filming. Did I see that you'd put a video out on? Is it on that 8-track somehow? I think I saw it when I was like scrolling through things earlier. But yeah, Pinky videos are always a good video. And that's one step closer to getting her on the road. Another judge says her driving examiner was a cold-hearted robot. Well, there you go. Oh, and Matt sent me a link on Messenger to a Honda-matic. Oh, I feel ill. Is it like as small as a monkey bike, Max? It doesn't look very big. Honda-matic. So we will leave it there. So you all have time to decamp, go and get a drink and whatever, get ready for bed. So you can watch Mr. Bote and his streams. It is 10 into it on Mondays for Mr. Bote. So thank you everybody for joining. And let me know if there's anything you want me to change about this Monday quiz stream on there. I'm open to ideas, and to be honest, I always sort of promise myself that by the following Monday I'll do X, Y, and Z, and then I just get into a work routine, and then Monday comes around and I'm like, oh, I've not done anything. So it's really cool that Dick Dastardly keeps sending me quizzes to do on there. So and Ross has just joined and he says hello all and probably goodbye. Yeah, I'm just winding up, Ross. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Oh yeah, watch Simone's film as well. Oh, Everyday Tissues. Do you want me to play that one again, Pingu? Let's put it on again. And then there's another one I can put on.
Asda, everyday tissues. Every day.
There we go. So thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you have a lovely week. And everyone have fun and coolness. And I shall play you out with the Toast Rack video.
Today's video is sponsored by Toast Rack. For when you don't want sweaty toast.